my channel, and I am bringing you a, hopefully, month-long reading vlog dedicated to Randomathon with a theme of flowers. This is a readathon that is being hosted by Macy from Apple Brightside Girl, and you should totally go check her out because she is always hosting fun-themed readathons, and this month happens to be the flowers theme. So flowers on the cover, books about flowers, all that kind of stuff. And I am absolutely obsessed with this theme idea. It's a very me thing. Regardless, I am here to get this started. It's a few days before the readathon, and hers are normally 2 weeks long. However, with my life, I know better than to think I can get any books read in that time. So I always stretch these out into the entire month just for funsies, and because that way I can actually get some reading done. But that aside, I want to come to you and let you know that my first book that I am planning to have read, and she also has all these sorts of prompts and stuff, so as we go through this, I'm just going to be telling you what I have in mind. But my first book that I am doing is The Dating Plan, and this is not only some flowers on the cover, but in particular, I'm using this for the prompt of having a flower as a main character name, and in this case, it's Daisy. So this is a romance book that I was getting like major FOMO about a couple years ago, so I added it as a book of the month pick, then typically never got around to reading it. This is a romance, and it has the fake marriage trope, fake engagement, and a estranged best friend, brother's best friend. So we have a software engineer, and she is getting match made up a storm by her family. Her dad is really trying to get her a match, and she doesn't want this. She's done. She's good. She likes being single. So when she runs into this guy who was once upon a time her childhood crush, also her brother's best friend, who did her pretty wrong in high school, but it's been about 10 or so years. But they run into each other, and they end up striking up a conversation, and she accidentally blurts out that he was her fake fiance in front of her aunt. And that is where the story starts, and he is also in need of a wife to inherit his father's family brewery. And his family, quite toxic, doesn't think he can do it, doesn't want him to have it, but he is really wanting to have that piece of his heritage. So lo and behold, the best way to get what both of them want, to be able to be single in peace and to get the brewery he so desperately wants. Fake engagement it is. Fake and a marriage of convenience / fake marriage for a year, then they go their separate ways. We all know how that's gonna work. But I've been kind of putting this down on and off because, you know, had to live through Sunrise on the Reaping and some library books. But I am up to chapter 13, and it was taking me a hot minute to get into this. Not because I saw just my brain space. But now that they have their little contract going on and they're starting to have some dates to sell their story, I'm having a lot of fun with this one. So yeah, I'm going to check back in with you when I have something to share.
So it's been a couple of days, but still reading the dating plan, and it's going fine. I don't know. Right now I'm feeling just kind of like 3-ish star territory, and I don't know, just something about it's not fully gripping me. I like it when I'm reading it, but just, you know, honestly for me it's just a gut feeling. I just don't love it as much as I've loved some of my 4-star romance books that I've read in the past. So probably 3.5, but so far, but we'll see. I still have I'm on 234, so I still have about 100 pages or so going on, so I don't know, it could change. But I wanted to update y'all because I got some exciting mail from Julianne, who is one of my OG favorites on YouTube, and she has a art business. So just really quickly want to open this for y'all with y'all. I get some of the new paper. So exciting. Oh. Okay, so cute. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so yeah, the Batman phase never really leaves. So we got I Am Vengeance. I can't. And then here is one of her sprouts, emotionally attached to fictional characters because, of course, and they're super cute. And ooh, I think I got this as kind of a freebie, but it's some strawberry milk it looks like, and some K-Lore. For a long time, strawberry milk was my favorite milk in like elementary school, so fitting. Oh, and then oh, I forgot I got all these. Oh my goodness. Okay, so and then I got, because of course I did, I got some of the sprout that is a little bit nerdy, some books, and these will be making an appearance in my reading journal, fear not. Ooh, and I didn't know it came with all this. Oh my goodness, so cute. And then, oh, that's why, because there were 2 sheets apparently. And then we have coffee because, of course, they are just so cute. And then a thank you from the Sprouts. I'm so excited to have this. I have watched her for so long and I'm just so excited to have this stuff, and it's gonna be great for journaling, so I cannot wait for that. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the update, but no, it's not. I have also been seeing so many, because I've also just been seeing so many people giving like coloring updates, and because I have never had an original experience in my life, I am too in my coloring era, like so many others. So I have 2 modes in coloring. I either like these like patterns. So like I love the patterns. Or I really like the kind of fairy tale-esque ones that I'm sure everyone has seen by this point. And I need a good one if I'm going to like, you know, expose myself for this on the internet. Okay, so this one's not that bad. I'm nowhere near professional coloring in any way, shape, or form. But I just think it's really fun, especially when I'm listening to audiobooks, because it's the one thing that I can do kind of mindlessly, but also have a little invested. And then I saw people doing like fairy tale inspiredness, so I had to do Snow White as this one. This one's definitely like nowhere near my favorite, but and then I have like kind of Ariel-esque. And I'm just limited on colors, so was it the best skin? Absolutely not. And then I have Little Red Riding Hood going on. And I'm currently working on this one, and I'm trying to use just greens, purples, and reds. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's my current update of life. So kind of a hobby update, I guess, and minimal reading as per usual. So we'll see what happens next, and I will check back in with you when I have something to say. Hi and hello. I am not quite sure what this camera angle is, but it works. But here to tell you that, to really no surprise, I did finish the dating plan and gave it 3 stars, probably unhauling it. And honestly, it's just, I feel like everyone understands, but like, it's awful when a book you've been anticipating for a while just becomes meh, and then it's like you could have been so much more to me, but oh well, it's goodbye. But then I ended up doing a spinner wheel to determine what audiobook I'm gonna listen to next, and cue that. So I went ahead and got my pretty sparkly Fairy Loot edition, and is this just not like it just keeps going. It's just, oh my goodness, it just keeps getting prettier. But and then I opened it, you know, as one does. And the War of Roses, it starts with the War of Roses. Hello? So now I'm gonna have to go drop everything and get listening and reading, because it's such a niche me thing. I love the Tudors, in case y'all don't know that, but just how beautiful. So I will update you when I have updates.